Yes, good boy. Hey guys, Kayla here from Journey Dog Training, again with Jax and Barley to show you guys day 7 of Karen Overall's relaxation protocol. So we'll just go ahead and get started. The only thing I'll mention is Barley is crated again. He has a treat and train in there with him, so you might hear that beeping as I'm dispensing treats to him. We're going to see how that goes today with them and with Barley in the crate. And if that goes well, I might actually start having Barley stationing outside of the crate during future sessions. And that's mostly just to have him practicing being loose while other dogs are working. I just want to make sure that Jax isn't going to go for the treat and train because they're both trained towards that sound. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But we'll go ahead and get started. So I have a lot of stuff in my hands. All right, Jax. Down for 10 seconds. Down for 20 seconds while I clap my hands. Yes. Ten steps backwards and return. Yes. Walk around the dog. Put his mat in a bad spot. Go through the door or entranceway and then return. Go through the door, entranceway, clapping my hands, and return. Alright, we're actually going to open Barley's crate door. Oops, kennel up. Barley's crate. And just see how he does down with the crate open. Down. Just as a baby step. Go out the door for 10 seconds and then return. Good boys. Down for 30 seconds. $29, $30. Yes. Disappear from view for 5 seconds and then return. Go into the closet. Amen. Jax. I know. Yes. Go through the doorway or entrance and then return. Now we clap our hands while we go out. Yes. Now I go out for 10 seconds. Down for 30 seconds. 27, 28, 29, 30. Disappear from view for 10 seconds. We'll go back into the closet. Is the closet weirder than the door, Mr. Jax? Come here. Lie down. Wait. Yes. 15 seconds while I'm out of view. Yes. Down for 10 seconds. Yes. Down for 15. Yes. Finally, look. 5 seconds while I clap my hands. Yes. Jog in place for 10 seconds. Yes. Jog 3/4 of the way around the dog to the right and return. Yes. And you guessed it, now we're going around to the left. Yes. go through the door, enter one way, clapping my hands, and return. Open the door for 10 seconds and return. Yes. 30 seconds. And I'm actually kind of intentionally sitting down here for a minute and just changing up my body position a little bit during these duration stays. It can actually be really useful to just play a little bit with your body position. Turn your side to your dog. Look at your dog. Don't look at your dog. Look at the wall. Go down on one knee. Sit down. All that different stuff can just make it a little bit different without necessarily being harder, and that's a great way to proof behavior. I have no idea how many seconds they're at right now, so we're gonna guess they've been at 20 and go up to 30 from there. Yes. If I did this more often, I would get using a stopwatch might be nice. Okay, disappear from view for 15 seconds and return. It is really funny to me that he struggles with me going into the closet more than me going out of the front door. One last thing that I'm really liking about the setup I'm doing is I'm actually feeding Barley after I feed Jax. Barley can be a resource guarder, i.e. he growls at other dogs around food, so we're dowing for 10 seconds. And this exercise is actually also teaching him that, hey, when Jax gets food, you get food, and that's a great way to reduce resource guarding, so we're killing a couple birds with one stone right now. Yes. I've messed up a couple times and Barley's gotten his food at the same time or maybe before Jax, but I'm trying to do treat and train after I feed Jax. Down for 5 seconds. Yes. And that's it, guys. Day 7 went really smoothly. I'm actually gonna close Mr. Barley in here and then feed Jax the rest of his dinner. Or breakfast. Barley will get his in a second. Barley is actually on a diet. Which, I don't know if you guys could hear that little huff he just gave, but he's not super pleased about the diet, but he's a couple pounds heavier right now than I like him to be. Whereas Mr. Jax, I can't keep weight on at all. I feed him a crazy amount. He's just always skinny. All right, so that is Day 7 of Karen Overall's Relaxation Protocol. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll be back hopefully tomorrow with Day 8. Again, really trying to finish this thing before I have to return Jax at the end of his training. And if not Jax, you know, I'll finish it with another dog. It's just, oh God, then I need to get a dog up to being ready for Day 10 or 11 before I can start filming. So, as always, guys, make sure you subscribe to Journey Dog Training here on YouTube. You guys can also find me online at journeydogtraining.com. I'm actually a much more avid and I would argue better blogger than I am YouTuber. So if you like what you've got here on YouTube, you're gonna love what I've got blogging wise. And then I also run the Canine Conversations podcast where you guys can just listen while you drive to myself and my co-host talk about all things dogs and dog behavior. So thanks so much for watching, listening. learning and enjoying. And now get out there and train your dogs.